TeamPokeColors family, welcome to the channel. If you're new, hit the like, subscribe down below. Want to give a huge shout out to Old Navy for hooking me up with the Pokemon t-shirt. It's super soft, great quality, not a sponsor by the way. I just wanted to shout them out because I'm actually impressed. So shout out to Old Navy for the Pokemon shirt. Before we get into today's topic of discussing the alternate art craze and where you guys should be looking at, because I think we're all looking in the wrong spots. We're all focused on the big dogs like Moonbreon and the Latios GX alternate art from the Sun and Moon era. Before we get to that, I want to let you guys know that you guys can use code TPC VaultX on Amazon.com and get 10% off of your purchase through VaultX, as the TeamPokeColors channel is now a VaultX affiliate. So get your binders, get your card sleeves, get your deck boxes, anything. If you ever get VaultX, I do highly recommend them. I've used them for over 4 years now, and there's also a link posted down below. If you're in the UK, you can use that link directly, order from the VaultX website. So without further ado, let's discuss alternate arts, shall we? So one thing I want to make sure of before we get into this video, guys, please know this is not financial advice. This is just my observation. I'm just bringing my observation to light so that you guys could see, hey, maybe we're looking in the wrong spots. All right, so today that's what I'm gonna be going through. I have a lot of images to show, so I'm not gonna dilly-dally any further. So as you can see, we all know the Latios and Latios GX alternate art from the Sun and Moon era has skyrocketed significantly in price within the last 6 months to a year. I remember I had this card and it was sitting around like $100 value for the longest time, but from what I've heard from people, I think it was Danny Fantop had said that this was like a $20 card upon release back in 2019, which is crazy. So this is for the Sun and Moon era, and because this card has gained such popularity, people have been turning towards other Sun and Moon era related alternate arts. If you haven't seen my last video on that topic, be sure to check it out in the top right corner, but that was a different video. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that, then come back because it's kind of important. For example, Sylveon and Gardevoir GX alternate art sat at like 40 bucks for the longest time, and now it's at over $150 market price. This is for the Sun and Moon era though. You might be saying, TeamPokeColors, what are you talking about the Sun and Moon era? This has nothing to do with the Sword and Shield era. We have Moonbreon to deal with now. This is the newest and honestly maybe even more sought after at this point, just since release compared to the other one. But there's something really funny going on here, guys. This card is significantly higher than probably what it would cost to get the majority of the underlings, I guess, if you call them underlings. I'm calling them underlings because they're like so cheap, it's hilarious compared to this card. Like not even half as times, but like probably 1/10 as times the price of this card. Like you guys will see in a second. It's kind of crazy. So given that the Latios and Latios GX alternate art was at $20, $30, $50, maybe $100 at times for the longest time before it gained popularity, I want to let you guys know that there are a ton of alternate arts out there that are sitting at that $10, even $5, even $3 range market price for an alternate art from the Sword and Shield era, all the way up until 50. Yeah, you get into the 50s, but there's a lot at the $20 to $30 to $40 range. And I want to bring that to light because I think everyone focuses on the big dogs like Evolving Skies alternate arts, and then maybe the Charizard, maybe the Giratina, the Lugia, the newer ones, right? The newer sets that you can pull right now from packs at Target. But there's a lot of sleeper alternate arts that I think you guys should be looking at. Take, for example, all of these prices on the right side of your screen, okay? Single Strike Urshifu VMAX. Typically VMAXs are a little bit pricier than the V's alternate arts. I don't know why, but like VMAX Umbreon is $600, whereas VMAX or regular V Umbreon is like $60, maybe $80, but either way, not $600. So looking at those prices, that's not really bad. You can get a Tornadus V for $25.19 market, $22, buy it now. Shadow Rider Calyrex V from Chilling Reign, like that's there too. Blissey V, which is kind of like a forgotten alternate art. Like the Chilling Reign alternate arts are kind of just forgotten, especially battle styles too. Like whoever thinks about battle styles and thinks, oh yeah, I want the alternate arts from battle styles. Like no, nobody thinks about that. They're all about the, if you hear alternate art, you just either assume like Umbreon, Charizard, Giratina, Lugia, and maybe the gold cards because they're like alternate arts from Crown Zenith. But no, look at this. Like look at these prices. These are, so most of these, okay, Sleepy Tyranitar is still up there, but We'll get to the Empoleon from Battle Styles later, which, you know, was $100 at the release of Battle Styles. So these prices aren't bad. Like, you can buy 2 of these alternate arts, or maybe 1, depending on which one you get, for the price of an ETB, at, you know. So, okay, not convinced yet, that's fine. All right. How about some more? How about Ice Rider Calyrex V for $20? Or Rapid Strike Urshifu V for $15? A pack of the price of a 3-pack blister from Scarlet and Violet. You can get that alternate art from Battle Styles. Okay, and then we got some Evolving Skies like Noivern and the Duraludon VMAX, but those are like, they're in the set of Evolving Skies, so they're a little bit higher than I feel like they would be if they were in a different set. And you guys remember the you know, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX alternate art in the bottom left there that, you know, everybody wanted when Battle Styles came out. That was the chase. That thing was going for 150 bucks. You can buy it now for literally the price of an ETB. Like, that is insane. That to me is like, wow, why did I not make this video sooner? Maybe the market prices of these cards just kind of came down since my last video, but I didn't even think to look into Sword and Shield. I was looking at Sun and Moon because, you know, everyone was so focused on how much it was going up, but nobody's focusing on all these cards here on screen. And like, I still have 4 more pages to show you guys like how affordable these alternate arts are when you don't look at the chases like the Umbreon, you know. So here's another page. How about a Greedent V from Fusion Strike for $10? And one thing that really surprised me was the Origin Form Palkia V and Origin Form Dialga V alternate art from Astral Radiance, which isn't even a year old yet. Those are now down to $40 market price. And I actually bought an Origin Form Dialga V on eBay for $30. Those guys, I remember when Astral Radiance came out, those guys were at least $100, and they're really cool. Like, for $40, I'm fine with picking up, you know, both of those. And then you have the Empoleon V, which is, you know, a little bit cheaper, but still around the $40 range. Galarian Slowking V, I feel like a lot of people forget about, $35. And then Single Strike Urshifu V in the bottom left there, $14.50. So a couple 3-pack blisters and you got yourself some alternate arts. Let's keep going. We have Honchkrow V from Brilliant Stars, $12. Duraludon V for $17. Regidrago from Silver Tempest, $25. Golurk V, Evolving Skies, you know, the set everybody wants to open because it's got the Umbreon VMAX. Well, you can get a Golurk V alternate art for $13.40. Buy it now. Like, that's awesome. That is amazing. I feel like the whole point of this video is to let you guys know these prices are cheap and affordable so that you can get the cards you want now, so you don't have to spend $600 or $700 or even $1,000 later. Because I used to have the Latios GX alternate art. I traded it to complete Shining Fates back in 2021, and yeah, it was a mistake because looking at the price now, it's like I could have one. I wouldn't sell it if it was worth as much as it is now. Like, if I still had it, I wouldn't sell it. It's my favorite card of all time, really. 2 favorite Pokemon on it, but if I want it back, I have to pay $1,000 pretty much. And that's what I don't want to happen to you all. So take, for example, Arceus V from Brilliant Stars, another one that was a super big chase along with the Charizard. Like, Charizard's $150 right now, which isn't bad, but it's still up there. So I threw Arceus V in here because, like, Arceus V's, I mean, that's a pretty cool card. And for $30, sign me up. Rotom V, $30, sign me up. We have more. Do not fret. Pokemon Go, what? Yeah, that set that came out last summer for like a hot minute, and now the tins are going for $10 in Walmart. The chase from that set, being the Mewtwo V alternate art, is 20 bucks. Literally the price of 2 tins, and you may not ever pull it opening tins. And literally all these on screen here, like, these are the super budget alternate arts, like the Hisuian Lilligant V for another 3-pack blister price. The Hisuian Sneasler that was going for over $100 at one point in time. That one's 30 bucks now. Beedrill V was kind of always on the lower side, but 27, I mean, you can't beat it. I love that card. I got to get that. And then you got Conkeldurr V for $3 and Sandaconda V for, what is that? $4. Cheaper than a pack price of Scarlet and Violet. You can get 2 alternate arts from the Sword and Shield era. Just saying. Obviously, do your own research, spend your money where you want, but I'm just bringing this information to you so that you can get these cards for $4 or $14 or whatever instead of $1,000 one day, because they could easily go up to that price. I doubt it, but then again, I don't know. What do I know? And then lastly, like Celebi, super cool art. I actually was fortunate enough to pull that one, and there is a video of that on the channel, so if you want to see that, I'll have that linked in the top right as well, maybe, if I remember to. And then lastly, Unknown V, and then everything else like is really chase oriented, like all the evolutions, alternate arts, and the Galarian birds from Chilling Reign, and like I said before, Giratina, Lugia. But really, like, this is the majority of the alternate art, so you can build out a pretty nice alternate art collection for the price of this guy right here. So just a little informational type video about how I discovered this late night just scrolling eBay, and yeah, it's crazy because like it's just baffling that this card costs this much, and then yet from the same even set you can go along and get a Duraludon or a Noivern or Golurk or a Duraludon V, all for the price of maybe a booster box, even less. Probably less, because I mean really they're not that expensive compared to the Evolving Skies booster box. Just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention. Let me know if you like this video and want to see more types of this content in the comments down below. Also, follow me on Twitter. We're doing weekly giveaways right now, and by the time you guys see this video, there will only be a short amount of time left to win one Steam Siege pack. I do have more Steam Siege packs in the reserves for future giveaways, so definitely go follow me on Twitter. Yeah, it's just wild to me that like all these alternate arts are like that cheap. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know if you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about these Sword and Shield alternate arts. If you order anything on VaultX, use code TPC VaultX and shop through the link if you're in the UK down in the description. It'll be in the description of every video. If you ever forget, you can always go down there. I'm not gonna plug in every video, just letting you guys know in this video so you know for future reference. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you all around the world. Peace, love, and a high five.